Cause of squeaking noise when driving from wheel. If you hear a shrill cry or noise like a squeak coming from your wheel when driving, I'd advise you to slow down and pack your car to inspect the wheels. This squeaking noise can be caused by the wearing of the tires, misaligned wheels, bad road conditions, or bad wheel bearing. The noise is just a way of telling you that there is a problem you need to get fixed, and going to see an auto mechanic should be top on your list. 1. Wearing of the tires. Parts of the tire like the tread, wheels, springs, shock absorbers, and others, constantly hit the road and gallop in potholes. This causes them to wear and make squeaking noise as you drive with them. 2. Misaligned wheels. This is another cause of the squeaking noise from your wheel while driving. If your wheels are misaligned, they will even make your car shake if you drive at a high speed. This can also lead to the wearing of the tires, and then the noise will be inevitable. 3. Bad roads conditions. Driving on bumpy roads with rough patches can make your wheels protest by making noise. This is worst if your tires are not in good condition. If you get to drive on a bad road for a prolonged period, your tires will pick up debris that will wear them out and eventually make them squeak. You can experience this if you get to travel to a new state where the road conditions are not as good. 4. Bad wheel bearing. A squeaking noise coming from your wheel can be an indication of a bad bearing. This noise might increase when your speed increases because the bearing gets strained. A bad wheel bearing will make your steering wobbly and also wear the tire over time. What is the cause of a high-pitched squeal from car when accelerating? A high-pitched squeal from a car while accelerating is usually caused by a loose or worn serpentine belt. This is the belt that drives accessories like the water pump, alternator, power steering pump, air conditioning compressor, and air pump. The best solution to this is to have the belt replaced to avoid it breaking and causing more damage. Reason for the loud screeching noise from car while driving. Hearing your car make a loud screeching noise while you are driving can make your head ache from worry. It can even be embarrassing, to say the least. Loud screeching is caused by failing and wearing car parts. These parts are the engine bearings, serpentine or V-belt, power steering pump, air conditioning compressor, alternator, idler pulley, and the components of the brake. They are the reason why you hear the loud screeching while driving. The bearings in the engine wear because of poor lubrication. However, if there is a leak in the intake system and air is let out, it can cause a loud screeching noise. Cause of a car making high-pitched noise when off. A high-pitched noise made by a car when turned off can be attributed to leakage from a damaged engine component. It could be coolant, oil, or water that is leaking onto the heated engine. Whichever it is not a good sign, and if not looked into and fixed soon will damage other parts. Why does my car make a noise when I start it? There are several types of noise that can be heard from a car. If you notice any sound when you start your car, it is a sign that there's something might be wrong with a part of the engine, the wheels, or the brakes. Whichever it is can be determined by where the sound is coming from. When you notice any noise, immediately have a certified technician look into it. Reason for car making squeaking noise when driving slow. When pressure is added to the parts of a car when driving, faulty parts can make different sounds, but when less pressure is applied when driving slow and there is a squeaking noise, then it calls for serious concern. There are reasons why this can happen. It could be faulty brake pads, worn out parts, poor lubrication, and a buildup of dust and debris. Knowing these reasons will help you know what to do. 1. Faulty brake pads. Brake pads are prone to wearing. When your brake pads are worn, the metal inside them scrapes against the rotor. This makes a squeaking noise as a way of telling you that you need to have it replaced. Many things can contribute to the wearing of brake pads, including the durability of the material it is made of. You may have changed your brake pads recently and noticed this squeaking noise. It means that the material used in making it is of low grade. 2. Worn out parts. The parts of cars can experience wearing and tearing, especially when they are not properly and regularly maintained. Parts like the serpentine belt, alternator bearings, suspension system, wheels, and cam belt. When one of these parts gets worn, it can affect another. A way of knowing that it is worn is by the squeaking noise it makes. 3. Poor lubrication. When the parts of a car are not well lubricated, they tend to rust and more pressure is placed on them when driving, no matter how slow. The adverse effect is that these rust metals would produce squeaking noise when rubbing against themselves. An example of such metal is the backing plates inside the brakes. 4. Buildup of dust and debris. When substances like dust, stones, and sand get into parts of the car engine or brakes, they are considered foreign. This is because, firstly, they are not meant to be there, and secondly, they cause damage. Dust and debris affect the performance of these parts and produce annoying squeaking noise when grinding against each other. They can also cause wear and tear. I hope this video was helpful to you. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video for more helpful tips like the one in this video.